Hey lovelies, I wanted to come in and show you how I made these delicious, soft, moist, sweet, scrumptious cinnamon rolls. This was something different for me because I don't bake from scratch. I really don't bake, but I've been trying to make it a point to make more things from scratch, get more recipes. This recipe is pretty simple and easy to follow. And I also made a similar tasting iced coffee to go with it. So let's get into it. I'm gonna use this mixing bowl to make the dough. So you're gonna want to start with 1 cup of warm milk. Of course, my milk wasn't warm, so I just put it on the stove briefly. You don't want it to be hot or bubbling over, you just want it to be warm. And the reason you want it to be warm is because we're going to use this milk to activate our yeast. I'm using this Red Star Instant Quick Rise yeast. So the recipe I'm following actually calls for 2.5 teaspoons of yeast, but this packet is 2 1/4, and I was perfectly okay with this. And I'm following a recipe from Taste of Lizzie T's website, by the way. I just kind of made it my own, mainly because I don't know how to follow directions. But you're gonna let this sit for 3 to 4 minutes, and it's gonna get kind of frothy, as you can see here, and that's how you know it's activated. Okay, so these next steps, I kind of did them out of order. So I'm adding my flour first, which I would recommend adding your eggs and sugar and butter first. Whenever I'm filming, it gets kind of hectic because I'm just trying to make sure I have everything in frame, my camera's on, my lights are working. So sometimes I get kind of discombobulated. So this is 2 cups and 4 cups. But I recommend you do your sugar, eggs, and butter first. But it all worked out. So that's why I say this recipe is so easy to follow, because it has room for error. All right, so now I'm adding 2 eggs to the mixture. It's better if the eggs are room temperature, just because it'll help the yeast rise. You can just sit them in some warm water to quicken the process. Ask me if my eggs are room temperature. No. Now I'm adding 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and now I'm adding 1/3 cup of salted butter, and this is melted. I also added another teaspoon of salt, and I'm just mixing it all up. Now, it was much more difficult to mix given that I added the flour first, so that's why I definitely recommend that you add the eggs, the sugar, and the melted butter to the milk and the yeast first and mix it, and then add the flour. That way everything is mixed evenly. But thankfully everything worked out, and I don't have one of those electric dough mixers yet, but using my hands worked just as good. Somehow everything still worked out. If the dough gets too sticky, just add a little bit more flour, but not too much. At the end, your dough should look like this, and I'm just gonna cover it and wait for it to rise. Now, the rising can take anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour, but you'll know because the dough will double in size. So that's how you know that you had a good rise. I'm just gonna leave mine sitting on the counter. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my iced coffee. Now, sometimes I like to use the coffee beans because I feel you just get a more fresher taste, a better aroma with your coffee. So I'm going to use this coffee grinder to grind up my beans. Okay, so quick story time about this coffee grinder. Now, as much as I wanted to give you more details about this coffee grinder brand, I don't know if I can do that because I just don't know about the integrity of this company, because they reached out to me and offered this complimentary coffee grinder. They didn't mention payment, no contract, there was no clear guidelines. So normally when brands do that, it's more of like, hey, if you like this, we would just appreciate if you post about it whenever you can. But I don't know what their problem is, and they just start harassing me about posting the video, and then I guess they didn't get the response they wanted, so they threatened to expose my address online, which is extremely unprofessional. So I can't really recommend this brand, because if you have any kind of issue or disagreement, they may leak your information, your personal information online, because that's what they threatened to do with me. So if you decide to order from this brand, do it with caution. But anyway, child, this is how the coffee grounds came out. So I'm just gonna put this into my Keurig because this is the only coffee machine that I got. Then I'm gonna place this in the freezer so it can cool down fast. So now I'm just gonna check on my dough. So this is what we started with, and this is what we have about 45 minutes later. As you can see, it is much larger than before, so that's how we know we had a successful rise. So I lightly flour my surface and my roller. I only have like a little mini roller, but I make it work. And I'm just gonna do this by eye. They have those mats that have like measurements, but I haven't gotten one yet, so I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna get it in the perfect rectangle shape. This is about as good as it's gonna get. Now we're gonna move on to the next step. It's applying some butter that I softened. So I just let it sit out of the refrigerator, and we're gonna spread that all over the dough. So next you're gonna take your ground cinnamon and sprinkle it on top of the butter, and it's gonna stick nicely to your dough. You could have even used the softened butter and the cinnamon and your brown sugar and just mixed it up into like a spread and just spread it all over if you want a more of an even distribution. I probably will do that next time. So now I'm adding the brown sugar and doing the same thing. In this portion of the recipe, I feel like you can be as generous or as light-handed as you want. It's up to your preference and your taste buds, but I say the more the better. Now I'm gonna start my roll, and I kind of just tuck it into each other. So obviously it got more tight towards the ends and like thicker in the middle. So my cinnamon rolls kind of were different sizes and thicknesses, but once again, it all worked out. So now I'm just greasing my baking dish with butter. And now I'm using this bread knife just to slice the dough into even rolls, or as even as I can. You definitely want to use like a bread knife or something with jagged edges, because it can kind of be hard to slice the dough because it kind of sticks together. I tried to leave a little bit of space in between them, so as they rise and spread, they just have the room to do so. I had about 13 rolls in total. Now time for the start of the show is this Cinnabon coffee creamer. This will give the rolls a nice moist, gooey feeling. About half a cup will work. Looking back on this, I definitely could have added more. The recipe I'm actually following did this with just heavy cream, so I chose to use this creamer for a little more razzle dazzle. Warm up the coffee creamer or heavy cream, whatever you use, that way the rolls continue to rise. I didn't do that, but that's a tip for you. So I'm gonna put these in the oven on around 350 for about 25 minutes. I'm gonna leave it covered for the first 15 minutes. Take the foil off to finish. Next, you're gonna mix 2 cups of powdered sugar. I actually think I just used regular sugar, and 6 ounces of cream cheese, a half a tablespoon of vanilla, along with 1/3 of salted butter, and that's gonna make your frosting. So you just blend all that up. It's gonna turn into this amazing frosting. And look how they came out. They look so good already without the frosting. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and frost them. When I tell you these tasted so good, But my goal for next time that I make these is to get them even fluffier and even gooier. So if you have any pointers, if you're like an expert baker, give me some pointers down below. So I'm just gonna let these rest for a while, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make my iced coffee. I'm gonna use the same Cinnabon coffee creamer and then just add my coffee on top. So this is just a testament that you don't always have to run to the coffee shop or always run to the bakery. You got Cinnabon at home, you got that iced coffee at home, and you got it for a few days. You can share them with your family along with that iced coffee. Perfection. Cinnabon at home.